Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Guiding Force Consulting, and today I want to show you how you can use volunteers for Salesforce to recruit volunteers for your events. This is a free module. It requires a bit of setup, and then you can basically copy and edit and repeat for your future events. So let's dive into my demo org. So here you're going to see my demo org. This is my fake organization that I created to show examples so none of the data is real. When you first get volunteers for Salesforce setup, you're going to have to install the app from the App Exchange. It is a free app. And once you download it, you're going to go to your app launcher, type in volunteers, and it's going to look very similar to your homepage, except for you have some different tabs here along at the top. So you want to organize your events through a campaign. So here I created the Fall Gala, but let's do a 2024 Summer Cocktail Hour. It's an active campaign. You can do different types. You can say fundraising event. This is a program volunteer opportunity. You can categorize your volunteer opportunities any way you want. This is going to be in progress. Let's say it's already started, and we're going to make the campaign end at the end of July. If all of the opportunities are in the same time zone, I can select that here. If you have a program that is going over multiple different locations, physical locations, you would not do that here. You would wait and do that in the job category. So once I have a campaign set up, I can go to my related list, and then I need to create all my jobs. So for this, I want to do a setup. Let's do I'm gonna get some setup volunteers. I'm gonna put this on my website. I don't need to do the time zone because we already set that at the campaign. We're gonna say this requires manual labor and some event planning. You can customize whatever skills you need, and then you can get a description. You can do different colors. You can make it bold, do lists, numbers, add pictures, links, whatever you want to do to make it appealing. And then you're going to give the location. And again, you can do pictures, images. So if you have to say, park here, or here's directions on where you're going to go when you get inside the building, you can type that in here and hit save. Now I want to go ahead and open up this job, and I'm going to clone it. We're going to create our other jobs. So we're going to do registration. I don't really need manual labor or event planning. Need to do computer usage. Help us check in guests and give them a warm greeting. We're going to save, and then I'm going to clone it one more time, and we're going to do raffle sales. And so we want them to be able to fundraise. So raffle tickets and support our mission, lots of exclamation points in here. So when I go back to my campaign, let's find my summer cocktail hour. I go to my related list, and I can see the different jobs that I have here. If I click on any one of these, I want to say maybe there's different shifts. People can come and help. So if I open up the job and click on details, and then I go related, I can create different shifts. So this event is going to be on July 14th, and I'm going to need some help setting up at 10 a.m. for 2 hours. I want 2 people. So I'm going to hit save. I created a shift. And when I go into that shift, I can, again, clone it and say, okay, so I want my next group of volunteers to come at 11:45 for 2 hours, and I want 3 people for that shift. If I go back to my setup, I go back to related, I can see the 2 different shifts that are now available. I can click on my jobs if I want to quickly see all the jobs I have. So raffle sales, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to create a new shift. They're going to start from 1 to 3. We want 4 people to assist with that. And the last one will be registration. We have a shift here. They're going to come in at 12:30. I want them to help for 3 hours. Probably could use 3 people. So once you have your campaign that houses all the different jobs, then you have each individual job, which is what you need help with. And then you have each individual shift, which is the time that people can sign up for. Once you have all that entered in, you can also create a website through Salesforce, which is completely free. And that is going to show you all the different volunteer opportunities that you have coming up. So I have some older ones here. This is what it looks like. And here you're going to see the summer cocktail hour setup. They'll say what I typed in, join us for this beautiful event. This is where it's at, my registration and raffle. So if I was a volunteer and I had this link, I could look for what I'm trying to do, click sign up, type in my information, and it's going to look for me in Salesforce and match it to my contact record. And if I don't have one in Salesforce, it's going to create one. If you want something that is a little more visually appealing, you can also do a calendar view. So I'm going to go to July. This shows you some of my program volunteer opportunities, but this is the opportunity here that I just created. And if you click on it, it'll bring you back to that sign up page. So I can click on any one of these and sign up, or I can return to the calendar. Now, maybe you don't like the way that this looks. You don't want to just send somebody a picture of a calendar. You want it to land on your website. You can use what's called an iframe to send to your web developer, and the web developer will create their website landing page that might look like this, and then they're going to do an iframe, which is going to drop in the calendar or the list. So this is just one opportunity you can use to get this information over on your website. Once you have that in there and someone signs up for one of your volunteer opportunities, it's going to show up down here under volunteer hours. So I signed up for the Metro Detroit food drive-through on the website, and I signed up to do July 17th at 8 a.m. So that's going to be right on the job. And then when you go to my actual contact record, we have a related list here that says volunteering, and it shows what we signed up for. So you can see what an individual is doing in terms of a volunteer basis. One thing you can also do with this is send automatic emails. So this volunteer setup, thank you, was an email that was sent out automatically. This is an automatic thank you email. It's been sent to the contact for signing up to be a volunteer. You can edit the email template. You can send more templates. You can automate different communications to go out. So you can do a know before you go, a week before, and you can let people communicate with you back and forth right through Salesforce to manage all of your volunteering for all of your event. Once your volunteers show up, you can go back to that job. And I'm going to use this food drive one because that's what I signed up for. And I can change my volunteer hours. So I'm going to, this will tell me I signed up through the website, the shift, the number, how many hours I worked. So I can change this. So let's say I actually worked 2.5 hours this day. I can change that. You can also change if people are committed, if they're confirmed, if there are no shows. You can do all of that in the shift calendar. So let's say, I'll go to July 17th. Mass edit volunteer hours. That's what I was looking for. Here we can say that I was a prospect, so I expressed an interest. I confirmed, yes, I'm coming. I completed, I showed up. I was a no-show. I signed up through the website, or I canceled. So this is where you can do it in mass for a large group of people, or you can do it individually. So you can track who's showing to your events, who's not, who's helped, who didn't, how many hours they worked. And then of course you can run reports that can then indicate how many hours your volunteers are giving to you on an annual basis and recognize them appropriately. So I hope this helps give you a snippet of how you can manage event volunteers through Salesforce and through your website. If you want to learn more about getting this set up or get support, of course, reach out to us as always at guidingforceconsulting.com.